PNB TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Got passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.
Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. And PNB Rock, you are the topic of discussion, my G. PNB Rock, you are the topic of discussion, my G. So let's get right into it. And first and foremost, I want to say R.I.P. to PNB Rock. You feel what I'm saying? Rest easy, young king. Rest easy, PNB Rock. You feel what I'm saying? Philadelphia native. Yeah, salute to Philly. You understand what I'm saying? He was recently killed in L.A. You understand what I'm saying? In Cali, in L.A., at a waffle joint, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You know what I'm saying? Spreading his butter on his waffles. You know what I mean? You got to keep your head on the swivel at all times. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You understand what I'm saying? Him and his young lady, him and his girlfriend, I'm assuming, was out to eat. She dropped the pen. She dropped the addy. You feel what I'm saying? And when she dropped that addy, you already know, man. Them hitters, them extortioners, them hitters, them jackers, they coming. It's a new day. Y'all got to, yeah, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. When you scratching the surface, and here at Grown Man Business TV, you already know, we definitely scratching the surface. And PNB Rock, he got rocked. He got caught slipping. He got caught slipping. And I mean, I seen a video, and I'm not gonna, the video, but I took, some still frames, just a couple. So we gonna get into these angles. But you already know, when you come over here, it get deep, it get wicked. I've been telling y'all that for a long time, my G, a long time. So what we gonna do? We gonna get into these clips. Y'all already know. We gonna get into these clips. And then we gonna double back, and we gonna do what? We gonna get into these angles, my G. We gonna look at these clips. We gonna get an earful. We gonna get an eyeful. We gonna keep that pineal gland open, because you gonna need it. Or you gonna need it, my G. You feel what I'm saying? And then we gonna double back, and we gonna get into these angles. We gonna get into these angles, man. R.I.P. to PNB Rock, man. R.I.P. to PNB Rock. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. It's redundant. Another one. We got another. It's becoming. So yeah, we gonna get into these clips, man, and we gonna double back. And you already know we gonna get into these angles. Gang.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.
Oh, man, I told you to keep that pineal open. Did you see those clips? Did you see that? Did that give you goosebumps? Did that take you back? Because this is the thing. A lot of y'all got tuned in to Grown Man Business TV when Young Dolph passed away. Salute to all my day ones. You feel me? I reckon you already know. But a lot of my new subs, a lot of the recents, salute to the new subs as well. But a lot of y'all came over to this channel when Dolph got smoked, when Dolph got turned to a pack. And this one right here, ain't it feeling a little familiar? Ain't it like a little bit? Yeah, man. You seen that. You saw that. Yeah, PNB Rock, Empire Death Row Records. Yeah, distribution. But I call it death because it's like Death Row Records. When you dealing with Empire Distribution, Death Row Records, you already know what it is. Yeah, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in a rap when you scratching the surface, my G. And over here at Grown Man Business TV, you already know we definitely scratching the surface. It is what it is, man. I ain't got to keep saying names, and I ain't got to keep, pointing y'all. If you there, then you there. If you know, then you know. But PNB Rock was with Empire Distribution. We gonna get into that. So listen, man, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my first angle. My first angle, my G. My first angle. And that's LA as a whole. Let's just let me get into LA as a whole before I go deeper. LA, the city, palm trees, beautiful weather, beautiful women. That's what it's known for. LA is a facade. LA is a mirage. Because when you look, you see the palm trees, you see the beautiful weather, you see the beautiful people out there, and you just want to be there with the celebrities and the stars. But when you pull the curtain back, you can see the real inner workings of LA. And it's ugly, my G. Let me get a little deep. Let's go into this. Los Angeles. See, LA is full of lost angels. Now, the world is full of lost angels, but LA is obviously the epicenter. LA is named Los Angeles, Los Angels, for a reason. I told y'all before, words are spells. They hide it right in front of you in plain sight. So you got to know, if you're saying Los Angeles, it's powerful. So when you go into Los Angeles, the city of Los Angeles, you need to know how to roll. You need to roll like the president. You need to roll like the SWAT do. If you know, you know. I want to say this, right? Salute to Boosie, because he said something that I remember, it resonated with me and it burned into my mental Rolodex. Because I always felt like when LA killed Nipsey Hussle, and I say it like that, LA as a whole, when they killed Nipsey Hussle, they took something that was so powerful away from the world, my G, that LA now lacks luster. Nobody really rocks with LA like that. Even the ones that rock with it and woo, they still, in the back of their mind, they somewhere in their spirit, trust me, man, LA lacked all his luster when Nipsey got smoked. Boosie said, I used to go to LA. Nipsey used to take care of us, man. He used to make sure we had rentals, make sure we were straight. He could protect us. You feel me? Make sure the smoke that we liked was already in the rental. Straps and all that was already in the rentals. He took care of us. But when they killed Nip, now I just go to the city to get my money and get out. I don't play around over there. See, real ones, and when they Pioneer is open, Boosie's a real one if you like him or not. When you're Pioneer, you can see that LA, Los Angeles, is a city full of lost angels, my G. And they coming for your soul. So you thinking that they gonna, see, you couldn't tell, PNB Rock couldn't have took his jewelry off fast enough. Because that's not all they came there for, my G. That's not all they came there for. Now, again, it happens all over the world. But it's becoming redundant. Ever since I was young, you got to know, rappers get smoked on the West over there in Cali and LA and all that. So, it's something that you got to pay. If you don't see it, then it's cool. Everybody's not meant. You understand? There has to be sheep. Some will be led. But if you can see it and you can feel it, then you know. So when you go to LA, my G's, I would suggest that you move like the SWAT do. I suggest that you move like the president do. If you got any good in you, if you got any good in your spirit, you're not going to be with that gang culture that's killing all them people. If you got any good in you, then when you go to Cali or when you go to LA, it's a war. Because that's the city of Los Angeles. And if you got anybody praying for you, if you got any good in you, You got to protect that. You got to protect your soul, your spirit. Yeah, I had to do this pre-record because I wanted to get deep in with those live streams and give them too much access to. I just wanted to get this one right. The city of Los Angeles. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my second angle. My second angle, my G. And that's Empire Death Row Records. See, when you playing around on these YouTube streets, when you playing around with this algorithm, be a little, you got to be a little discreet. I like to throw that Empire Death Row Records in there because that's what it reminds me of. Death Row Records. Now, PNB Rock had distribution through Empire Death Row Records. Just like Young Dolph. And like I said before, a lot of y'all were introduced to Grown Man Business TV through my Young Dolph series. When I was giving you the game, they call it expose, and I just call it giving the game. I couldn't believe what happened to Dolph and how they did it. It was different. It wasn't like Nips, but it was like Nips, if you know what I mean. This right here feels like something that I told y'all within that series, and we gonna get to that. But hey, you already know about the policies, right? You already know about, the insurance, right? You already know how they line these artists up. I told you. And then listen, when you get a chance, go through those old Young Dolph. Them joints got hundreds of thousands of views, some of them joints. Go check them. Thousands of views. That's where I made my bones at. It wasn't just because he passed away. It's because I'm going to give you the game. Listen, the realest on YouTube, it's nobody realer. It's nobody talking like this. It's nobody moving like this. And I prove it every time I drop, my G. Every time I drop a video for y'all, every time I drop some content for y'all, I'm going to give it. It is what it is. You're going to realize more and more. It's no one realer. So I connected to Young Dolph, Ghazi, Empire, Death Row Records, the whole situation. And now we looking at PNB Rock. Getting his top rocked off, getting splashed all around, because you saw the clips, I'm sure. And he's too signed and doing business distribution through Empire, Death Row Records, and Ghazi. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, my G. So you already know how we do at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my third angle. My third angle, my G. My third angle. And I'm going to answer the question before you even ask. GMB, you think that Empire Death Row Records had something to do with this? You think that they did it? How would they have known? Man, I know you better than you know yourself, man. You feel me? Trust me, right? Let me answer that for you. See, I told y'all, and again, like I said, go check out them old videos, them Young Dolph shit. You already know. Exposing Empire Death Row Records went crazy. But in those series, I told y'all, there's multiple ways that they do it. They're going to put the policy on you. Oh, because you have become an asset to the company. See, now that you have become an asset to this company, we're going to put insurance on you because now you're an asset to this company. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to protect our assets, our investments. So these policies is going to get put on you if you like it or not. Now, they was helping. They thought it looks like they're helping these giving artists that wouldn't have a chance. It looked like they're giving them a chance. But a lot of the times, these artists they're given a chance have a high risk of crashing out. They have a high risk of being killed. Just like PNB Rock or something like that. Now, if you're big enough or if it's worth it, they'll line you up. They'll get you plugged. Do I think this was one of those situations? Nah. Just like Draco the Ruler was under Empire distribution. Empire Death Row Records distribution. Young Draco. But they didn't line that up. They just gonna give you a chance knowing This guy's possibly going to crash out. He has a high risk of crashing out. We're not going to have to crash him out. He'll crash himself out. He'll go somewhere with no security and get stabbed in the neck. Or he'll go sit down at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, spreading his butter and drop his addy. They don't want your jewelry. Well, they want your jewelry, but they want your soul. That's worth way more. The jewelry is the icing on the cake. They got to make sure you get out of there. That's why they was hot. You got to understand something. They was really upset they didn't get Quando Rondo. That was the bag. Quando Rondo was the bag. Lil Pat or Pete, whatever his name is, he was just publicity. He just made everything hot. Yeah, you got to understand this, and you got to know this. I'm trying to listen. The game is right there. It's right there for you. You understand what I'm saying? So in this particular situation, do I think that, you know, they lined them up? Nah, but they're going to eat. They capitalize every time. Streams, all of these things, they're going to capitalize through the death of this youngster. Yeah, you're worth, a lot of the times you artists are worth more dead than alive. Take that and run with it. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You could tap in, you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. PNB Rock. R.I.P. to PNB Rock. Giving it to him straight raw, my G. R.I.P. PNB Rock. Senseless murder. You feel me? Lost a life, my G. It is what it is. But you got to keep your head on the swivel at all times when you're moving around the city of Los Angeles. Y'all ain't learned how to move in a room full of vultures. Y'all ain't learned how to move in the city of Los Angeles. You don't go out there. I knew I wouldn't do too much business out there, be out there when they smoke nip, just like Boosie did. Me and Boosie, we agree on that. We see eye to eye. That's it. Yeah, I see that. When I seen a city could do that to Nipsey Hussle and nobody helped them, bro, I don't want that. I understood where that was at, and I got too much good in me. If I was to come out, I'm too good. You understand what I'm saying? The city of Los Angeles is the capital. It's Los Angeles all around the world. I'm sure Los Angeles all around the world. But Los Angeles is the city of Los Angeles, and it's named that for a reason. It got to be the capital. That's where they all meet up at. If you look behind the curtain, the behind the scene games of Cali, it's ugly. The behind the curtains look, oh man, it'll turn you away, man. Yeah, to turn you away, man. Trust me. And you know, PNB Rock, X Tastion, Young Dolph, Draco. I could go down the list. You understand what I'm saying? I could go down the list of artists that lose their life being signed and doing business with Empire Death Row Distribution. I've been saying it for a long time. A lot of y'all came to me through my Young Dolph series. Go check it out if you haven't. I talk about this. It gets deep, and PNB Rock is like, he's no different. PNB Rock is no different, my G. He is doing business with them boys. I told y'all, everybody that got their hand knee deep in hip hop, they don't look like us. They didn't create it. They all got their hands. Ghazi, he got his hands in the pot. Ghazi is I don't know what, you could Google him and figure it out, but he's not us. But all these rappers that look like us is dying. Come on, man. It is what it is. And it'll be what it's going to be. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, man. And last but not least, you feel what I'm saying? You just got to know, man, like, every time something happens, it's not somebody actually physically doing it. It's schemes and plays being ran at all times. So a lot of these artists, y'all worth more dead than alive, my G. Y'all worth more dead than alive. They let y'all get 2, 3, 4, 5 years of playing with this music, and then they smoke you and they collect them policies on you. I'm just saying, bruh. And it seems to be inevitable, like it's redundant. It happens over and over. I'm sure it's very lucrative. Sheesh. I could only imagine. R.I.P. to PNB Rock, my G. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Dang. GNB TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Got passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.